Hello again, everyone. Saka here, and welcome back to NASCAR Racing 2003 season, the 2019 mod. And we are here at Kansas Motor Speedway to kick off the third round, the round of 8, to see who goes on. The winner of this race will be locked in, guaranteed to fight for the championship. And Brandon already on the right foot, starting on the pole in that wreckingandracing.com podcast. Toyota, if you are a NASCAR fan looking for a new podcast to listen to, head on over to wreckingandracing.com and say that Saka sent you. But we'll be ready for 27 laps here at Kansas. Should be very fast. Waiting for the green, and there we go. Good jump on Logano, but we bogged down a bit in third gear. Bowman to our inside, Kyle Busch looking to fill that gap. And we are running the 2014 version of this racetrack, so it's pretty much wide open through this first series of corners, very fast. We may see 2 or 3 wide. Harvick looking up top. Hamlin really pushing the issue on Brandon inside turn 3 as we complete lap 1. Car a little free on corner exit. You see us wiggle just a little bit there in front of Kyle Busch, but we can get down to the bottom under Bowman and hear that engine sing as we really throw it in there. We don't hit the apex too awful much. We wash up just a little bit, but our fender is right there, getting that pull off Ryan Blaney and Kevin Harvick on the bottom. If we can get a good turn 3, we should be able to rock it down, and there's no out of bounds here, so we can go down to that apron if need be, but no need. Right to the inside of Blaney, looking 3 wide, sort of forces us down. We'll hang on his corner, and he looks to go 3 wide under Harvick. We'll roll out and live to fight another day. It didn't look like Blaney was going to let up, but 3 wide behind us. Logano to our outside and Kyle Busch, and it looked like Chase Elliott in the middle with Alex Bowman up top. But Brandon and Denny Hamlin leaving the pack just a little bit as the laps continue to click by. Pit stops will be a thing. We do not have enough fuel to go the entire distance, so we'll be looking for possibly right side tires this time around. Good run off of turn 2 there with Joey Logano side by side, and single file out. So let's see if we can press the attack on Kevin Harvick. If we can get that pull down the straightaway and get into turn 1, all the better. We're also looking for those AI tires to start falling off and the speed to reduce. These guys are really wicked quick right after a start and a restart. So, you know, as this run continues on, they should slow up in the grand scheme of things. I don't know how our pace is going to be, but we're hanging tough. Getting that run into turn 3, we need to arc it. We need to hold that bottom a little bit better. We washed up just a bit. Car's still a little free. We were not able to get back to the power as efficiently as Harvick, but we still have that big toe. And Ryan Blaney to the inside of Denny Hamlin for second. Now, if Blaney is quick, Blaney might be able to put some moves on Brandon, but Hamlin fights back on the high side, gets back around Blaney. Here at Kansas, that outside line rolls. If you have that momentum exiting turn 2, you can use it all down the backstretch. Logano looks to the inside, but we are just as fast. Pretty even Steven. These guys are really hard to pass. It's going to take getting into the turns a little bit better than these guys, I think. Harvick checks up just a bit into Harvick, just a skosh. He gathers it back up, and he knows that we're here. Let's look to the inside and see if we can power on around Harvick. The car bites really well there in the middle of the corner, and that's what we need to complete the pass, get out to the wall, and roll it. Joey Logano may indeed follow us down through the bottom under Kevin Harvick. And a quick entry into turn 1. We scrape just a little bit, ground out. But so far, so good, nice and stable through turn 1 and 2, and we really put the gap on Joey Logano there. A good turn 1 and 2 for us. Brandon really scraping through the entry of the corner. He's charging hard and charging off the corner as well, really scraping. But as this race clicks by, only 40 miles of racing, so pit stops may be the deciding factor. Everyone else is getting pretty single file. There's a few side-by-side battles deep in the pack, but everyone else seems to be single filing out. We'll be mindful of these guys whenever they come to pit road, of course, as they tend to slam on their brakes and get down to pit road very aggressively, as if physics does not apply to them. But a good pull on Blaney here, leaving Logano just a bit. This may be the point in the race that I was talking about where the AI tires really start to fall off and their speed starts to diminish. As long as we can keep hitting our marks here, we'll be able to get under Blaney off of turn 4, maybe even inside turn 3. There we go. Now we need this car to hook. All right, a decent hook and to the outside of Hamlin. Our fender is there. We'll carry that momentum to the outside. Get a twofer there. Not quite in the second place that lap, but we should be able to complete the pass as Hamlin does indeed roll out nice and early. We'll carry that second groove all the way around and get that pull off Brandon and see if maybe we can gap these guys just a bit. So Brandon has shown the way this entire race. Let's see if we can press the attack, maybe get up closer to Brandon just a little bit as pit stops loom. He's going to be at the far end of pit road. We'll have Brandon into the wall just a skosh, but we'll have a few pit stalls between us and him, so we should have a clean entry and exit if we're the only ones on pit road. The sooner we can get on pit road, the better, but we do not want to risk going a lap down. But this race has the feeling of a clean green race, that is for sure. So if we do pit, I don't think the yellow is going to come out. What would really be unfortunate is if they crashed coming on pit road or leaving pit road. And Hamlin decides to put up a little bit of a fight going into turn 1. So Hamlin not done yet. We were a little too early on the throttle, washed up on corner mid. We carried a lot of speed compared to Hamlin. I don't know what was up with him, if he rolled out of the center or what, but we were able to gap Hamlin quite a bit. Brandon gapping us just a bit, running faster laps than we are. He's hitting his marks. I believe it's going to come down to pit road as it usually does here on these green flag runs. Winning and losing the race all comes down to what you do on pit road, how you get down to pit road, how you leave. And arcing it in, he's choosing to take a much wider line. We're trying to hook that white line. That's going to allow him to carry speed off the middle. But if we got to the throttle earlier, we might be able to carry speed all the way down the straightaway. Right down to the yellow line, and Hamlin is an afterthought. So we don't have to worry about any pressure from behind. That's good. Coming to pit road, we're not going to get run over, which is always a concern at these intermediate tracks that are very, very fast. All right, we're going to hit pit road here, and I'm thinking 2 tires is going to be the call. Not sure when pit road timing starts, but it's 4,000 in second gear. We're running just a skosh under. We can see our pit board there. As long as no one comes down pit road this time, we should have a clean exit. But we'll definitely be taking fuel and right side tires. And let's hit our marks and right sides and fuel, boys. Let's go. Rights are on, waiting for that fuel and tear off, down and away. Clean exit, and we can just about hit 4,000 when we leave. And it looks like Brandon has come down this time as Hamlin has assumed the lead. We need to be extremely careful here getting off of the apron. It really wants to slide here, looking for a hole. And it looks like behind Custer, no, a few cars are coming. We'll stick to the bottom. Let those guys go by and blend up in front of Christopher Bell here. And then we'll get to the high lane just in case these guys want to come down. All right, they're not coming down this time, so we have a lap to work on these guys. And we're going to have fresh rubber, so we should be able to make the most of this, at least on corner entry and exit. Really picking up the throttle on Newman, really gaining. We can get under Newman, and we have to play it very careful here. In turn 3, it does look like folks are starting to come, so we'll get out to the high lane, see if we can carry all of this speed, and indeed we can. So Dylan, Wallace, and Kurt Busch did not pit in that exchange. That will allow us to get past these guys quick. Kurt, what are you doing? Kurt Busch trying for the 3 wide. He's hanging there under Wallace, and we can get under the 3 before turn 3 as well. All right, so we don't have to worry about compromising our lap this time around, as Austin Dillon does indeed roll out of it. It looks like they're coming to pit road. There's Almirola to pit road as well. And carrying as much speed as possible, clean out of the mirror. Looking to the left, all of these spots will be for position. Passing Truex and Elliott. And then there's Hamlin and Blaney. So did they take 4 tires, I wonder? Because we're gapping them quite a bit. And interestingly enough, I don't see Brandon. Did he do fuel only? Or did he take 4? Looking to the left here, I see some more cars on pit road. These should be for position as well. Almirola. We have Keselowski, Byron, and Kyle Busch. Make short work of them, thankfully. They're not blending up, and I think I see lap traffic in front of us, so maybe Brandon had some trouble getting on pit road. I'm not for sure. I don't see him in the mirror. But we have indeed assumed the race lead as pit stops have cycled through. Only a few cars on pit road now. And that is Harvick that we have officially passed. And I believe that's it. That's the lot. And there's some skid marks in turn 1 and 2. We'll have to go back and see where those skid marks came from. Hopefully not Brandon. Not sure exactly what happened there, but I saw Chase Elliott side by side on the apron. Now, these guys don't like to run side by side, leaving pit road. Sometimes they get together and pivot each other right back up into the racing line. And I guess, fortunately for us, no caution came out, because that looked like that could have been a bad situation there. Yeah, looking at that, that looks like perhaps Clint Bowyer. Now, I'm not sure what Bowyer's strategy was, if that is indeed Bowyer. But we have quite the gap. Looking in my mirror, there's really nobody here. Now, if the yellow flag were to come out now, we would definitely stay out. I don't think anyone else would come down either. It would bring everyone to our rear bumper again. And yeah, we're making short work of whoever this is in front of us for sure. And it kind of looks like Bowyer, who may be having an uncharacteristically bad race. Scraping just a bit, but the car is still handling great. Yeah, we are taking chunks out of that lead, lap by lap by lap. In a few laps' time, he's going to stay within our windshield, and we know we'll be catching him quick then. Yeah, it's only going to be maybe a lap or two, and we are going to be passing this car. I don't believe that's Jimmy Johnson. It kind of has that dark blue. I'm feeling that's Bowyer. Let's see if we can get a pull. Maybe that's Buescher. But it's crazy to look out the mirror and not see anybody. I think everyone took 4 tires. We may have been the only car making the 2-tire call, which we gained quite a bit of space. I don't think it's going to even out where our right side tires will fall off and the 4 tires will really start coming into their own. Yeah, it looks like Buescher. Continue the power, and 1 lap to go. We may not catch him, but a very fast race indeed, and a very clean race for us. Ideally, we're not going to catch him. I don't want to have to faff about with lap traffic, and I think we're going to be in the clear. Actually, that might be, yeah, that's Buescher there. I was going to say it might be McDowell, but it looks like Chris Buescher has some damage on that left side. I'm seeing front tires sticking out, but there is the checkered flag. We will win Kansas, and we are going to Homestead, everyone. With that win, we are locked into the next round. Second place, we've got Denny Hamlin coming across the line. Brandon in third. Fourth place, Kyle Busch. Fifth place, Keselowski. Sixth, Truex Jr. 7th, William Byron 8th place, Chase Elliott 9th place, Eric Almirola and Matt Kenseth round out your top 10. Let's take a look at that right side, or that left side of Chris Buescher, indeed. So where does this damage come from? Suarez is looking to his outside, and indeed he was up into the wall. Chris Buescher hard. And that is nuts. So Chris Buescher up into the fence, got spun off the groove by Daniel Suarez, and that did not bring out the caution. One thing I wanted to see was his strategy. When he came down, what did he do? So coming to the end of pit road, there's his stall. Oh, and he overshot just a bit. Ouch. That's going to, oh, he had to back up a second time. That lost a ton of time. So he did take right side tires, but he overshot his pit board. And coming back to third, not bad. Where did he cycle through when everybody was racing? There was 18th, and then he got back up to 12th. Almost hit Blaney there. That was crazy. But a good rally for Brandon coming back into third. So let's take a look at the standings after Kansas. We indeed are in the round of 4. Brandon Good by 65 points. Eric Almirola is your cutoff driver. 12 points over Reddick, 19 over Harvick, 29 over Logano, and 38 over Bowman to kick the round off. So 2 races to go. Texas and Martinsville should be fun, but that will do it for me. Like, share, and subscribe if you are so bold. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you in the next NASCAR Racing 2003 season video. Take care.